These white and charcoal cubes anchored around a central cylinder are a design tracing their roots back 15 years when Darren and Louise first met. He invited her to a house party at his place, and home life has played an important role in their relationship ever since. This house reflects that.
You know it's the best of the good life when the homeowner personally brings you to his beautiful home, which is designed by Joe Van Rooyen.
Yes, welcome, Jade.
Darren, this is such a beautiful place. With the sounds of running water, the floating stairs, it really is tranquil.
We wanted a mixture of all the concrete, wood, and various greenery, running water to create that calmness and the serenity when you're coming home from a hectic day at work. The idea also was to add a whole bunch of colors, and as you can see, we achieved quite a bit of that with the browns of the woods, the grey of the concrete, the greenery. You see all the various different types of trees, and as well with extra lighting that enhanced the feel that we were trying to create.
This design excites the eye, works practically, and balances the natural with the modern. To achieve all of this took close on 2 years of collaboration between Darren, Louise, and their architect.
Darren, you built this home from scratch. Essentially, you had a blank canvas. Is it everything you dreamt of for you and your family?
For sure, Jade. We had the challenge of trying to keep a young family with 3 boisterous boys happy and comfortable, but make sure that we create this unique environment. So the contemporary was a standpoint, but it was certainly not something that we focused on.
Your home really captures the blend of modern and natural elements so eloquently.
We had a huge challenge to depict what we eventually created here, and the beauty of how we met Joe was we had tons of ideas and tons of options of how to create the lifestyle and home that we wanted for the future, and Joe was able to isolate all those different images and put them all together to create the home that you can see now.
I couldn't help but notice that you've got this open plan home, but yet there's just one isolated room over here.
Because we're a young family, we've got hectic lifestyles, it's always great to have a little sanctuary to go to that you can call your own. It's not really a formal lounge.
Yeah?
So it may look and it may feel like a formal lounge, but a formal lounge just never gets used, and we didn't want that scenario here, and we decided to transform this into something unique. So we draw the curtains, and at a push of a button, the screen pops out of the roof, the projector pops out of the roof, and all of a sudden we have a cinema experience.
And some wonderful music.
Dancing and sing-alongs are a regular feature in this family space. The way that style and function work together in every room has a lot to do with the architect also being the interior designer. Joe Van Rooyen studied at the New York University for Art and Architecture.
What was the theme for this project?
Our brief was to design a home for a young family with 3 boys. And being in Joburg, we had to maximize the space. So it's on a subdivided property, and we had to clearly look at how do we integrate outside living with inside living. So the house is compiled of different boxes, which we then decided to either play with different colors or different textures. So if you have a look, we've got these beautiful natural timber-clad components, and then we contrasted that with quite a dark charcoal. And Jade, it was really important to kind of create this maximum effortless outside living. And you can see we started on that side with the ultimate pizza corner. So you can make your own pizza and you can have fun. And then literally a seamless crossover onto the lawn here. So Darren's request was maximize the lawn for playing soccer. And I think we did that. We had a wonderful landscaper, Greg Thompson, and he did a no-fuss, high-impact garden.
This area has a lot of character.
Definitely. We decided when we started doing the interior to use strong architectural colors, and it all kind of spun around this beautiful low-slung Roche Boubard seating. So it's modular, you can move it around, you can have fun with that, and I think that makes that ease of entertaining absolutely seamless. The colors we kind of then pulled as accent colors into the house, so you've got that pop of yellow in the lounge, and then when you go up to the playroom, there's another surprise when it comes to color.
The house and garden have an integrated feel, where neither space feels separated from the other.
have a look at this lovely dining room we did. So this space we designed for family dinners, big lunches and seamless entertaining. So it completely opens up to the covered terrace and you can just have big family functions. When we looked at the materials and the design of this room, we thought let's use a neutral, kind of a very natural palette. So this table is custom designed, a beautiful concrete table, and then we contrast that with a beautiful soft leather chair. And to bring in some texture, why not have these amazing linen lights, which is quite sculptural, but it just brings in another layer, another texture into this room. And then this chair behind you is my absolute favorite. So it's quite a conversation chair, but it's actually, for me, a sculptural piece. Again, it's got this beautiful rattan, and then just this accent and this black lacquer, which for me is absolutely beautiful.
I particularly love the clean geometric lines. You see it in the carpet, the rectangular shelves, the cylindrical lights.
I'm so glad that you pick it up. So it was quite a strong decision to have these strong architectural shapes, especially these massive doors. I mean, how's this for a strong architectural shape?
Oh, wow. This is beautiful.
So they divide the two rooms, and again, that natural palette, that was a decision in the interior, kind of just enhanced this whole material.
This room looks so spunky.
Jade, this is where you watch movies, you enjoy a fire in winter, and most importantly, it connects to the kitchen. When we designed this space, we thought, well, let's lower this area that you can actually sit at the kitchen table and look right over the furniture into this courtyard. The kitchen is where everything happens. We designed quite a beautiful modern space, but it's anchored by that sculptural black light and then this handmade timber table from Pierre Cornier. So I love that contrast between the modern and then that natural texture which brings that handmade component into the house.
The legs of the table is like nothing I've ever seen before.
And it weighs a ton.
Blending modern and natural was crucial to Louise and Darren's goal of a design which won't date. The balance of wood with modern shapes extends from the furniture to the interior architecture.
A major standout piece for me is the spiral staircase.
It is quite a sexy, slick staircase that kind of goes from ground floor to first floor. It was quite a strong design component right from the start, and you can actually only experience that once you're inside the house. Nowhere can you pick up on the circular reference that we've used. And so to kind of crown this round space, Jade, we've custom designed this beautiful light fitting with recycled glass. And as you walk up the staircase, you experience different components from this light. And at night, it gives a beautiful sparkle, actually quite a soft sparkle, that illuminates, again, this round shape.
This curve inwards almost opens up to the house and ties all the rooms together. Was that the purpose?
This spiral connects all the boxes. So this is kind of the point where that leads you to this courtyard. And being in Joburg, it's quite important how you treat privacy and security. This courtyard, we kind of treat it as the lung of the house.
I like that.
So all of these rooms open to this space without compromising privacy or security. And then you've got this green spot right in the middle of your house.
Cased in this high-gloss black structure, the welcoming timber stairs ensure that you don't feel like you're in an art gallery rather than a home.
Jade, and then we have this fun, colourful pajama lounge, which kind of anchors the whole first floor. So it was designed around these low-slung fun pieces. You can move them around, bright colours. So we brought the yellow from downstairs up here. And this kind of links to all the kids' bedrooms. They've got personalised themes. So you've got a nursery theme, a sports theme. But my favourite, Jade, is that workspace there. So while you do homework, you can have fun as well.
But it's not just a fun space, it's also a safe place.
We custom designed the steel gate that creates your security at night. So it follows the circular staircase and accentuates the central theme. And it's quite a sculptural component.
The owners helped design their main suite. And this sense of space with high ceilings, wood and light suggests what's to come.
There's a passageway. This is not a bedroom, it's like its own apartment.
It is quite indulgent, and it leads to the bathroom, the dressing and the bedroom on that side.
Natural materials set the tone in the bathroom with oak floors, concrete basins and cement tiles. The chic designer taps continue the black signature.
This is a beautiful dressing room. We've used softer colors, this pastel that kind of picks up on the carpet, but the shape of the ottoman is then reflected in this beautiful roof light.
A girl can only imagine. Oh, this room is breathtaking. This color palette is just incredibly uplifting.
That light through that bay window is quite special. So the ideal spot to kind of just sit there and read a book, but you can keep an eye on the boys playing soccer as well. We've used a lot of natural materials and colors in here. I think you've got to be careful designing a bedroom not to have something too cold and modern. So the ceiling is clad in this beautiful timber that kind of wraps down and then forms the backdrop for the headboard. The window is aligned again in another timber, so we kind of picked up on the oak floor, so quite subtle layering of coloring and materials. And I think the overall effect is quite calming and peaceful after a day with 3 boys playing soccer and making pizza.
Joe is also busy collaborating with a viewer's favourite from Winner Home, Tsepo Sialeta. They're exhibiting at Design Joburg this weekend at the Sandton Convention Centre.
Tsepo,
Hi,
the
Jay.
people's choice of Winner Home Season 4, and now you are styling for Joe.
It's been like an incredible 5 months working with Joe. He's like one of the best mentors. I couldn't have asked for a better mentor.
Oh, that's great.
So far, what have been some of the highlights?
Just getting to experience the whole behind the scenes of getting a stand to come together from like ground zero to where we currently are right now. And then Marvel Meg is launching an outdoor furniture range. So it was quite awesome getting to see that process from like the design phase to where we currently are at this point.
But Tsepo is a social media specialist and he taught me everything about social media.
So it's a mutual beneficial relationship, yeah.
I know how Instagram works now.
Well, Tsepo, we certainly look forward to following your career. But gentlemen, let's see what you can do together right here.
Let's do our job.
And make it cracking, because I think I can smell some pizza.
To put the candles first there, I think we need to get the glasses in here.
In this meeting of established and emerging talent, Joe finds Tsepo's young, cutting-edge point of view refreshing.
What are the do's and don'ts of setting a table?
So I think you want to keep it simple. I mean, it's Friday night, we're having pizza, so it's all about that relaxed, but then we've got these beautiful objects, you know, so there's no excuse not to have glamour.
Now everything is complete. Like the concrete table creates a nice background for everything that we have set up on the table.
And I honestly believe there's no rules. You must have fun and do exactly what you want.
There's no need to say that twice to 7-year-old Kelly and his brothers Tegan, aged 4, and Peyton, who's almost 4. Darren and Louise have created a home with fun at its heart.
Louise, thank you so much for inviting us to join you for dinner and into your beautiful home. How have you settled in?
We love it here. It was hard work, but it's all come together and we're all having lots of fun and we all feel at home.
Darren, your house is truly a home with many unique features.
And it really brings out the family in us and what we try to achieve. Even though we've got crazy and unbelievable and unique designs and architecture, how much this has actually become a home for us.
Boys, I have one question for you, and it's very important. Do you love your new pizza oven and new home?
Yes!
Yes! High fives! Whoa, I'll give you a kiss. Mwah.
The boys' parents have built a house with a young soul to raise their children and then for themselves to gracefully grow old in. Everything in its time.